Hi, thanks for joining me for this video blog. My name is Sheila Darby with BizWorth, and today we're going to cover what is a business valuation, particularly what are all the reasons why you may need a business valuation. We get asked a lot from business owners, when is the right time for my business to be valued? Why do I need a business valuation from a certified third party? So we put this video blog together. I hope you find it helpful. First, the one thing we've learned is throughout the many years we've been providing solutions and all the different business owners we've worked with over the years, one thing is constant, and that is business is always changing. Your business doesn't look anything probably like what it looked like a year ago. So that's the one constant. Now, not all those reasons necessitate a reason for getting a third party valuation, but there are a lot of good reasons why you would need one. The first is starting up your business or buying a business, particularly if there's an SBA backed loan involved. The SBA administration requires a independent third party valuation from a certified professional to provide a valuation for any loans over $250,000. Now, outside of that, if it's less than that, it's always a good idea to have a valuation, particularly if you're using that loan to purchase a business. But it is very insightful, and the banks will require it because it's mandated by the SBA loan. And when they get audited, they'll have to show proof of that valuation. It also informs whether the valuation loan amount makes sense based on that valuation. Next, buying. So buying a business. If you're buying into a business that has other owners, so you're buying in for a particular number of shares, or let's say you want to sell out of your shares, you will want to have a buy-sell agreement up front. And in that buy-sell agreement, it's considered a will between the owners. What happens if? And so you'll want to think of all the scenarios where you need a business valuation and how to document how you're going to conduct that business valuation. And at the very minimum, you want to address that there will be a valuation from a certified independent third party. That's important. You don't want it from a biased broker who may be incentivized to have a high price, thinking that he's going to sell your business or your shares out on the open market, or price it too low for various reasons. Certified independent appraisers have to maintain a code of ethics when they provide business valuations. And so, in order to adhere to those professional standards and their code of ethics, they conduct valuations in a very structured way. So it's great to identify in a buy-sell agreement there will be an independent third-party appraiser valuing the shares. And from there, you can start to outline all the specifics in what you'll need in that valuation. The more you describe in the buy-sell agreement, the easier the buying or selling of those shares will be down the road. 2, fairness opinions. Fairness opinions are valuable when you're getting ready to sell your business and there's multiple owners and there's a risk of a dissenting shareholder. And so a dissenting shareholder is when there's one particular shareholder you don't feel will agree with the selling of the company. And so in that case, there could be legal action, there could be a lawsuit involved. And so a fairness opinion is very important to that overall lawsuit and the avoidance of lawsuits. So if you're thinking about buying or selling your company and you feel there may be dissenting shareholders, that fairness opinion will be important. Next, growing your business. You might be at an exciting stage of your business where you're thinking about having an ESOP, an employee stock ownership plan. And this employee stock ownership plan will require that you have an annual valuation of your business for the valuation of those shares. And also employee benefit plans, certain ones may require that as well. But ESOPs particularly, if you're thinking about instituting an employee stock ownership plan, understand what that is up front, understand what the annual costs will be, and just know that you will need an independent third-party valuation for those. And those are governed by the Department of Labor. So you're going to want to make sure that you have all your ducks in a row. You're likely already working with an attorney on those employee stock ownership plan and setting that up and getting the yearly valuation of your company. Next, expanding your business. This is always an exciting stage. You're thinking about expanding your business through M&A or shareholder transactions, capital infusions. And so if you're at that point where you're looking at buying or selling an additional company, or acquiring an additional company, folding them into your existing operations, if you're thinking about having a capital infusion from shareholders or even debt for that matter, the business valuation is critical. You want to make sure you've got a solid valuation of your firm and that you're not selling your shares for less than what they're worth. And if you're expecting too much for your shares, that you may find that it's very hard to have a capital infusion because other people may view your shares differently. So that neutral third party appraiser is going to be very valuable for you understanding what the true value of your business is and understanding what all your options are for valuing your business. Next is all the legal reasons why you may want your business valued. Everything from bankruptcy and solvency opinions to partner disputes to dissenting shareholders. And then that dissenting shareholders goes back to that fairness opinion that we discussed a minute ago, to marital dissolutions. So I'll touch on two here in particular. One, partner disputes. Partner disputes, we handle a lot of valuations for partner disputes. And a recommendation I have is before the disagreements go too far, it's always a great idea to have both the partners come together and say, let's hire a neutral third party to value these shares. And that way the appraiser has access, and the two partners are both the client of the shareholder. That's, I think, usually pretty helpful. The appraiser has equal access to both partners. Both partners feel like they're being heard. You'll get a good valuation. But even from that, even if both shareholders go out their own way and get their businesses valued, it's important to have that certified valuation from that credentialed professional. And that's because they're adhering to professional standards. And so if I move into the marital dissolution, the divorces, I have seen countless times where one spouse goes out and hires, for example, a broker that buys and sells businesses. Well, that business valuation I can almost guarantee you, will not adhere to professional standards, would not truly hold up in a court of law. And three, the value will for sure be way off the mark, whether it's really high, really low. I've just seen this time and time again. So you want to have a credentialed third party valuator valuing the business for any legal claims. And if you don't, you really run the risk of looking biased in the courtroom or at the negotiating table. Selling your business. You may be at a point in your life where you want to sell the business for a host of reasons. We handle lots of valuations for selling a business. Lots of owners come to us and say, what is a fair price for my business? Some owners may or may not have already spoken to a business broker. Some may be wanting to list their business out on a website. There's lots of great websites where you can list your business depending on the size and the complexity of your business. There's good reasons and not so good reasons for listing your businesses on independent third-party sites. But for some businesses, it works really, really well. And even if you're working for a broker, we've worked with countless owners, from very small restaurants that make a few $100,000 a year, all the way to very large multi-million dollar businesses, up to about $100 million businesses that want to sell their business and have a good idea of what their businesses are worth. So whether you're selling your business because it's the right time, or whether you're thinking about starting to gift your shares to friends and family, you want to have an independent third-party evaluator. From an estate perspective, I do want to mention this, that if you do not have your shares valued and you do get an audit from the IRS, you run the risk of the IRS saying that's not a good valuation. They contest it. And if they contest it and you feel absolutely certain it's a fair price, and you go to tax court for that, the tax court, almost, for me personally, I have seen so many cases thrown out by the judge if there had been a certified professional involved with the valuation of your business. So it's really a good risk mitigant, a good protection for you as a business owner to have that valuation from a neutral third party. It gives you confidence when dealing with the IRS. Certified business valuations, in general, you want to protect your investment. You've worked an entire lifetime, many business owners have worked an entire lifetime thinking or planning or saving and then running their business. And you want to protect your investment by having a certified valuation. You want to be able to negotiate with confidence. When you get a certified valuation, you're getting a very robust report that speaks about your business and how the valuation was conducted. So when you walk into a negotiation, you are armed with valuable information about the valuation of your business, and you're prepared for an in-depth conversation. It's not, I think it's this, or I've seen most businesses are trading at this multiple. It makes sense. It's concrete, and you know exactly why your business has been valued, what it's been valued. And third, you want to adapt your business to change. Before you make key decisions in growing, expanding, or winding down your business, you want to have a business valuation. So it provides peace of mind. Real quickly, there are some key myths around business valuations, and we'll have another video blog that discusses these valuations in depth. But first, you want to know that rules of thumb are not a great way to value your business. They're very quick. And really outdated ways of valuing a business. So a myth is a rule of thumb is a quick and accurate way to value your business. It's not accurate whatsoever. It is quick. And a rule of thumb is you hear that, oh, businesses in your industry are worth maybe 2 times revenues or 6 times EBITDA. That's for, even if that is correct and it's in the general neighborhood, that's for an average business. And the thing about averages is that it's just that, it's an average. It's not the exact multiple that other businesses have traded at. They typically are trading at wide ranges of those multiples. And your business could be much higher than the average. So don't settle for the average. And again, the leap here is that the average multiple that you're hearing is even accurate to begin with. 2, the next one is all business valuations are created equal. I'm here to tell you, I've been valuing businesses for over 20 years. Not all business valuations are created equal. So be very careful what you're getting ready to purchase. 3, my CPA can value my business. A majority of CPAs are not certified business valuators. So if you go to your CPA to value your business, you're not getting an individual that has been certified and adhered to professional standards for business valuations. So be very careful with that as well. 4, the value of my business is equal to its assets minus its liabilities, basically the net worth. There's lots of things you need to be careful here. 1, book value. When you're looking at your balance sheet, your book value, almost always that is not even going to be applicable to your business because of the depreciation of those assets. 2, if it is an adjusted net asset value of your business where your assets and your liabilities are marked to the market value, that still likely is not a good valuation of your business. In some cases, that is better for bankruptcy, but be very careful with that. Number 5, I don't need a valuation to sell or buy my business. Again, be very careful with that. You're likely going to you could overestimate the value of your business, and it's going to be really hard for you to sell your business. Or tragically, on the downside, you're going to underprice your business. You sell it really quickly, and you've probably just left a fair bit of money on the table. So be informed. You've been so informed about what you do and the profession that you're in with your business. You're steeped in knowledge. You know all about your business. Also, I encourage you to know about the value of your business. Don't leave hard-earned money on the table when it comes time to sell your business. I hope you found this video blog to be helpful. Please reach out if you have any questions. We're very easy to get a hold of. If you go to our website at bizworth.com, you can schedule an appointment to meet with me or one of our advisors to talk about your business valuation. Even if you're not sure it's the right time for a business valuation, hop on a free consultation and let's talk through that. We're always happy to help business owners. So just feel free to reach out. Thanks so much.